So, good morning everyone. Grant and I are on a small little excursion off the farm. We're skiing in South Dakota, but on the way there, there's an active mining site here. And when I tell you, these dump trucks and things are enormous. I just had to share them with you guys.
Holy cow, look at them all.
When something looks that big from this far away, you know it just has to be massive. You know what I'm saying? Look at this.
Wow, they're just like taking the mountain away.
I guess. I guess I've never been to an active mine like this. This is...
Kind of cool, you can just drive through it.
Yeah. Huh. Very interesting.
Look way over there.
Oh, look at that. There's another one coming up the road.
What are they mining? Anyone know what they're mining for?
I have no idea. I will say, always wanted to drive a big dump truck. I want, like...
Look at it.
Whoa. I mean, yeah, no, I want to drive one of those. If anyone's got a hookup,
I'm sure that tire is
let me know.
taller than this truck.
Also, South Dakota is really, really beautiful. If you guys have ever watched our engagement video, you know that South Dakota is where we got engaged. So this place holds a special place in our hearts. So I Googled it because I was super curious and couldn't wait for somebody to explain what it is. But so we're in Lead, South Dakota.
How do you pronounce it?
I am unsure, but apparently it has been called the richest 100 square miles on Earth. Over a period of 126 years, miners pulled more than 41 million ounces of gold and 9 million ounces of silver from the Homestake mine, the largest mine in the Western Hemisphere. It makes sense now why at Terry Peak, where you're skiing, there's a run called Homestake.
Yes.
I'm kind of putting the pieces together now. And then I guess that also kind of makes sense on how or why like Deadwood is a mining town. I'm putting the pieces together here. Looking for good skiing but cheap, Terry Peak in South Dakota is definitely the way to go. Okay, so we're at the Homestake mine and look behind you, Grant. Do you see that map? That's all underground.
Yeah, I thought it was just like an open mine. No. And apparently there's like a lab or something underneath.
That
they study weird stuff. It sounds like the beginning of a Marvel movie, if you ask me.
It does.
Dark matter and whatnot. But yeah, super cool though.
Okay, so you might want to pause this video to read this. Apparently there's like dark matter experimentation going on underground. I don't know, man, this is crazy. Well, something I didn't know before today.
Didn't know that was the thing they did.
Me either. Me either. I was reading a sign in there and it said that we actually only know of about like 4% of our entire universe. Everything else is left up to discovery.
So they're just looking for this stuff, or what?
I guess.
They don't have a podcast?
If anyone has any like resources of information you can direct us to, we'd love that.
It all started with people just panning for gold, and they're like, "Oh, let's dig a hole and see if we can find more gold." And then some guy's like, "I'm gonna put a tank down there." Now there's a research lab with thousands of people a mile underground.
Yeah. I think we're gonna stick to farming though.
Yep.
Okay, so we're furthering our exploration in South Dakota, and there's these just cute little groundhogs everywhere. I'm sure they're complete menaces. They're so cute though. More animals. It's kind of far away, but there's a buffalo over there. This is great. A little nature tour.
Furry cow.
Furry cow. Okay, so we're on a T-bar.
T-bar. This is the first time
T-bar.
for it. We've gone skiing quite a bit, but we've never done one of these.
So this is one of those lifts that it's too dangerous to have actual chairs, so it's just a rope that you kind of put behind your back. This is scary. So you're still skiing. You're skiing uphill. Show them, Grant.
Look at that.
This is one of those things where it's like, don't fall off.
Yeah.
It actually requires quite a lot of concentration.
You could fall off and it wouldn't hurt.
Well, I don't want to.
How many ski poles are you skiing with?
A lot.
Yeah, see, like this, it's got like a little retracting wire thing. Hold on, Laura. Hold on. Oh.
Grant and I just both really enjoy the outdoors. And my goodness, I mean, the views, it's way prettier in person, but you just can't beat this. Good morning, everyone. Grant and I are back from our ski trip, and we are ready to hunker down and settle in for planting season. Now that we've had our first day of spring, and the weather, even though it never really cooled down in Nebraska, we are back in the 60s and 70s, and it truly feels like spring. If you smell the air, like just smells like planting. So in true spring fashion, we are working on the planter today. Our box planter is in the shop, and as you knew, in a few videos ago, last video, I believe I was tearing through it. So my brothers came and helped me, took all the boxes off, and we had the meters gone through. These are the seed meters right here. And then I took the gauge wheels off, and I took a few of the True V's off, and a few of our fertilizer hoses had splits in them. And so the left things kind of corroded, so I'm doing some cleanup on those. And then it also left some of our scraper wheels corroded. So these are the scraper wheels I took off, and I cleaned them up a little bit, but you can still see there's a lot of like fertilizer and just, I don't know, gross buildup. They're kind of loose, but then I was also comparing these sizes. So these are new scraper wheels that I put together last spring. All you have to do is I took these rubber wheels and then pinched these little pins together and put them on these brackets. But if you compare the size difference between this old one and this new one here, I think we're just gonna go ahead and put the new ones on since we already have them torn apart. So I think I might keep these around in case we're gonna pinch this spring, but we have a whole planter box full of spare parts. So we've got like new wheels here and spacers and little caps and all sorts of things. So I think I might just keep these around because I don't think they're totally garbage yet, but I am just going to put these new ones on the planter. Here's our True V that had that fertilizer buildup on it. So instead of putting it back like this and all this stuff just corroding right away, I'm just going to give this a quick little wash off. Next thing we have is a gauge wheel. And now at first glance, it looks okay. However, look at this. This is wire. I don't know if it's like a fence or something, but it got all wrapped up in here. So I'm gonna try to untangle this mess. We are having some dirt work done on a corner of one of our fields. And check this out. That's awesome. So we've got that scraper going, and then we also have this scraper going. Love to see the big equipment.
Back from skiing and I'm in the shop again. It is almost springtime. I think the first day of spring was Sunday, but it's getting close to springtime and we have the tip tanks in the shop here. And these are for putting on liquid fertilizer. Put these at the end of the field and the semi truck comes and fills them up. And I need to put a new motor on it because this one like ate itself. It like sucked all the oil in and burned the oil off, and then there's no oil in it and it burned it up. So putting a new motor on this, which is kind of nice because it's a bigger motor and pump, so we can go faster. And the military truck is still here because I've only gotten one tire back. It's been like 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks since I dropped those tires off, and they're still not done because they're massive and no one wants to work on them. But should have those by the end of this week, hopefully. And what else we got in here? We got the four-wheeler with the little water tank on the back. It's like a 150-gallon tank. And I use this for watering the dirt bike track that I made across the road. Also, we have a hood here from Laura's 8330. They got a new hood on it, so I got the hood side for it. So I'm probably gonna hang it up on the wall here somewhere. And that's about it. And yes, the planter is still in here. It's pretty much ready to go. We pulled all the old John Deere wiring harness off it, and we're getting her put together. So here you go. As soon as the military truck is out of the shop, I can get this thing out, because right now I can't get the planter out because it won't fit through that door. It can only fit through this door. Like, it can only fit through that door if that thing's out of the way. So she's stuck in here for now. We got the new pump installed, all the fittings on, and we got the holes drilled. It's not going anywhere. Check that out. And got oil in it, so we're gonna put some gas in it and fire her up.
Okay, so you know how I was talking about how like it's actually starting to be spring here in Nebraska? We're getting our first spring rain and actually our first moisture in a super long time. The air smells so fresh and clean. It's so nice. I don't know, what's that word for like the smell of the earth and like, I don't know. The smell is after a rain. It's just starting to rain. So I'm hoping that we get a nice measurable amount. I know not a ton happened in today's video, but I really do appreciate you guys sticking around and watching my content. I love making this for you guys. So happy spring, everybody. I'm looking forward to a really eventful and smooth planting season. So if you haven't already, now's your chance to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.